Hello everyone, brothers and sisters and everyone alike. My name is Steve Packer and I'm the director of the Pocatello Institute, and I'm grateful for an opportunity to take a few minutes to explain to you some wonderful things and changes that are being made at the Pocatello Institute. As you may have heard or maybe even know a little bit about some of these things, we're changing some things. We're calling it Innovating Institute and making some changes that should impact you and your life, and some wonderful things that are happening amid all of this craziness with masks and of course with COVID-19 and our social distancing. We're changing the way we're trying to reach you and help you and encourage you. We're going to offer some workshops, some classes that may only be held once in a while. Through an email you'll get a workshop notification. We're also offering classes for just maybe an hour at night, and different daytime classes and weekend classes. We're offering classes that may help you to be not only a better person, but a better member of society, and help you with some maybe questions you've had about the church, about church history, and possibly some other challenges that you're going through in your life. We just really want to help and support you. And so as you now come to the Institute, there'll be the regular standard things. Our lunchroom is opening soon, so you can come and participate in that between 11 and 2 o'clock. We've also got a new member of our faculty, Brother Ricks. He's here. You should come and get to know him just a little bit. We're going to offer some service projects. We want to make also a kind of an announcement that on a regular basis we're going to send you these little video casts, maybe 8 to 10, 12-minute video casts, something you can listen to, watch. It's going to call it Connections to Christ, where through a video cast where we can maybe explain a scripture or something we've been studying. Or we're going to invite many of you as students to come and participate in this video casting and do little interviews with you, and maybe you with us. And we're going to interview other members of maybe other faiths, and maybe some of your friends, or maybe some professors at the university. So today, at the end of this video, you're going to see a little video from Elder Holland and his testimony about Institute and his testimony about church education. But I'd like to share with you a little connection with Christ that I made this last week in Come Follow Me. As I've read Helaman chapter 5, verse 12 again, you probably are very familiar with it, where it talks about building upon the rock of our Redeemer. I noticed something that I'd seen before but was reminded of, where it says these words, "Oh, now remember, my sons, it's upon the rock of our Redeemer, who is Christ, the Son of God, that you must build your foundation. That when the devil shall send forth his mighty winds, yea, his shafts in the whirlwind, yea, when all of his hail and his mighty storms shall beat upon you, it shall have no power over you to drag you down to the gulf of misery and endless woe." I noticed this time that if we're built on the foundation of Christ, his gospel, his teachings, that even though the shafts and the whirlwinds will come, that you'll notice the whirlwind, there is no his whirlwinds. The whirlwinds sometimes can just be life, can just be pandemics, can just be challenges. And the shafts and the whirlwinds may come, but you'll be able to withstand them when we're built on the foundations of Christ. So our connection to Christ this week would be to build on his foundations, to take an Institute class. Even if you can't come all the time, come and join us and see what we have to offer, and continue to draw yourself closer to Christ as he is seeking to draw near to you. Grateful for your time, and hopefully this will be a wonderful thing that we can all participate in. Thank you.
Obviously, this pandemic has unnerved everyone globally. We're affected by it the way everyone else is around the world. None of us want to rush back. None of us want to put anyone at risk. But people ask me, well, when will we have seminary again, or when will we institute classes? And of the several answers to that can be given, they're all kind of the same, and that is it depends on local circumstances, and in this case on the local schools. I'm really very proud of the young people because they have been very resilient. They understand the situation and are making do. They're making the best of it. They're creative, and I do think young people are wonderfully resilient as a rule, and they've been that way with their study from the very beginning, from their first seminary class on through their college experience. Ideally, they're having a scriptural experience, a spiritual education every day of the week. And I think, given the world we're in, that they need it. The intellectual side is a magnificent side. It's an important element of our lives, obviously, but it's only part of our lives. There is a major part of our makeup and of our need, of our experience that is spiritual in its orientation. The idea of reason and revelation, the physical and the spiritual, the temporal and the eternal, those always dovetail. We speak of the integrated, whole-souled man and woman, and I'm grateful the church educational system is built around that. My great concern is if I find anybody, but particularly young people, if they're overly fearful or convinced that there's no future and no reason to continue their education or get married or go on with a profession because somehow all of this is going to be a mess. Life's always been a little messy, and there's always a way through. And every now and again, a pandemic will come along. We'll handle it. It'll be okay. We'll be better for it and learn some lessons from it.